everybody, I am Nu-Trix the Synth Guy, and today I'm going to show you some of my personal research that I did with the help of the people from Roland. I've got Roland Go Mixer Pro-X, and I have the Roland Go Livecast. And I have been searching for the easiest, fastest workflow for me. I talked about it before, and I did test some of the, Mixer Pro and the Livecast in the past, and I talked about it online. Now I want to compare the two because they seem to be in the same family of product, and I think they are. They're a portable solution for audio for your telephone and iPad and Android, and in some cases you can also use it with your computer, but they're really not the same thing, and they're really aimed to different market, I would say. So I basically called my friends at Roland and say, hey, can I test these out? And they sent it to me so I can actually test it. And I've been using them in different videos that you saw over the month, and I've been using them. So now I can actually go deeper into explaining why they're different and how one would like one over the other. Now, keep in mind that, yes, they're both like an audio interface mixer / controller, depending what you have in both of them. But they're really efficient when you combine them with the app that comes with it. Okay, so first of all, the quick way of to do the difference between the two. The Go Livecast is made to be a live streaming solution. It's a board you can control what's going to be happening on the live stream, and the app that comes with it is really powerful. So if you want a solution to do a live stream, or not even just a live stream, a live recording, so you could say, I don't want to edit later on, I just want to record my stuff right away. I'm doing a podcast, I'm doing a live, not even a live, I'm doing a podcast, I'm doing a content, I want to show stuff, but I don't want to spend time doing the editing later on, so everything has to be live. Then this is a really cool solution, because what you get at the end is a recording or a live stream. But it's kind of more closed, like it's for this, and that's it. Where you compare it to this one is a mixer. It's an interface, it's a mixer, and then you can use this with about any app, because it's a mixer, it's an interface. It appears on your Windows, on your Mac, on your iOS devices, and on your Android devices, most of them. And it's just an audio 2 in, 2 out, and it works. Now, I have been using the Go Mixer, the original. I bought that years ago, and I was still, it was my, de facto interface for my iPhone, and a lot of videos that you have on the YouTube channel that I did used my iPhone 5 running the Go Mixer. Where is the original Go Mixer? Using the original Go Mixer. And I mean, it worked. It just works. It's simple, it's efficient, it works, it does the job. Now, so, okay. One is for live streaming, really. The other one is a mixer interface. Now, keep in mind that this one, right now what you're hearing is the internal preamp of this. So this has a preamp, and this section is the battery section. So if you'd like to use this as a mixer without the computer, you put the battery in, take out the cable, and it's a mixer. It's just the power will give the interface, the mixer. You're gonna have audio in, audio out. The out is gonna be basically the headphones, but you have 11 inputs on this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are stereo line in, 7, 8, 9, 10, and actually this here also has a microphone for the telephone. Let's say if I do like this, you actually hear the microphone that I have here. So it doesn't sound the same because the microphone is not as good as the one I have here, which is a Pro microphone, but I could have a better microphone than this. There's one like I could have here, and it will be a lot more understandable, I would say. So it means if you have a good quality mic with your headphone, you can actually have 2 microphones built into this. The preamp here, that is for the microphone you have, and the other one that would be a better microphone for this. In this logic, it means that if you're doing a podcast, this could be two mic function. You on this one and your guest on the other one. And then you have, you know, inputs to connect whatever you want. So this would be for a live performance. This would be for a live podcast, but it means that you have the tools outside to trigger the sound you want, the intro, whatever else needs to be managed separately. But this is also a mixer and a sound card. So if I do like a demo in my case, I could patch my synth here, and I patch my microphone, I mix it, and I do my recording, and then I don't touch it after. It's just what comes out is the mix I'm going to release. Actually, I could do some mastering, like compression and some EQ, but that would be very little, because I wouldn't be able to mix after. These are not separate tracks you're recording. It's just a stereo one. This is different. This, for what I'm trying to do, and I try this on many different apps, this doesn't seem to appear as an input on other apps. It's more like an output only. So it's kind of a limited way of, if you want to use it with something else, it's really made to be a live stream controller of the software called LiveCast. So that's really important for you to understand. But still, LiveCast could be probably one of the coolest solutions if you wanted to live stream. I mean, for the price, this is really affordable. And the software comes with it. Now, the software is free, you can download it, but if you have this connected to it, a lot bit more stuff will be unlocked in it. And same thing with this, there's also an app, and that's where these are really different. The app that comes with it, you don't need it if you don't want to use it, but if you use it, it's the actually it's the one I'm using right now to record. It's called Pro-X Camera. And it's pretty awesome, honestly. I'm gonna record my screen, so you're gonna be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm in the app right now. This is the screen. You have control over the top. You've got the take two, so I can do many takes of the same performance if you want. The logic of this Pro-X camera software is that you can actually have, I think, up to 7 different cameras running at the same time. When you do this, it's really because you want them to record locally. So you've got, I don't know, 4 different iPhones, 5 different iPhones. You're recording, let's say, a live performance of a band, or you're doing a podcast and you want to have 2, 3 camera shots. You got a wide angle and you've got one close shot of the 2 people talking, but you want them to be separate. So you want to record all of these separate, high quality, the best possible from the device you're recording from, and it's going to be recorded locally. So you need to have the space locally to be able to record it, and you want to record that. So what's going to be happening is that when you have it, you turn on these different, version. When you sync it and you press record, it will start recording on all the devices that are synced at the same time, the image and the sound. So if you have more than one interface, doesn't have to be this, if you have another interface, you'll be able to record locally with a high quality, and you would have multiple tracks. So you'll be able to record or mix multiple tracks later on, and you would have also multiple camera view to play with. Or you don't care about that. You mix everything here, and the mix you have is the one you're going to finish with, you're going to use. And you're going to have all these multiple cameras. So you'll be able to switch different people talking or between different musicians playing. And it means that you're going to have more control in the editing time later on. We're going to do the edit of the video. So that if that's what you want, then the app Pro-X Camera, even without the Go Mixer Pro, works. So it's a great tool, and I think if you buy it, unlocks some features, and I'm gonna have to verify that. But when you have the Go Mixer Pro connected to it, it will have all the features unlocked. And there's also an editor in it, so you could even with it, when you stop, cool thing also, when you stop recording and you go into the edit mode, it asks all the different satellite camera to send a signal, to send the local recording into this one. So the main device, let's say this one, my iPad that is playing right now, I'm recording with the iPad. When I press stop, if I've got 4 different cameras, they will all copy their stuff to the local main one. So that's pretty awesome. Now, let me see, I'm going to test something. So now when I press record, what I have is my second camera, which is filming me. It's also recording. See, it follows the same speed. So it is recording locally the same quality, the highest quality that this one can take. And when I press stop, it actually is going to load and it's going to ask that device to send it to the main one. So that's pretty awesome. That's I mean, for me, it means that you don't have to export to a disk, copy to another device, especially if I've got my main camera filming me and I've got the second camera above the counter shot of my action, what I'm doing on my demo basically that I'm doing. It's a great thing that when I press stop and I go to the edit window, it loads from every device. So that, and I mean, I could have a third camera, just a close shot of the little screen of the device I'm using. It could be anything. So if you're a band, multiple camera, pretty cool. Now this is really for recording and editing, multiple takes in a single shot, but then you need still to do the edit. The other software, I'm going to stop this. So now I switched to using the LiveCast, and that's pretty cool because now I'm doing a live recording straight into my iPad. You have the second camera here, this one here, now has the software LiveCast in it, and then this one now, when you turn it on, it says, do you want to be a satellite camera, and say yes, and then it looks for the main one and it's synchronized with the main one. And then I have on screen, what I do now, I can actually press this and change the way you're going to see it right away. I can, thank you very much, thank you very much. So these are recorded stuff, but you can put your own stuff. I can actually have my intro. So it's really, you can load the way you want in these things, anything you want. It can be fixed image, it could be a video. By default, I mean, that's what they decided to put in to show you what it is, but it could be 6 different videos. It's your choice. And there's text, you can type in and what you want. You can mute it. And you can have this is, there's reverb. In this case, I don't want to use reverb, and you don't hear it because the value of the reverb is at almost 0. You have a separate volume for the 6 of them here, 1 to 6, and you get a volume for the microphone volume here. And by pressing on this thing, you either are streaming or recording. In my case, I'm using recording because that's what I do. But I mean, you see, that's the second camera. That's the cool thing, is that the second camera is wireless, so you can really just put it where you want, film what you want. It's very easy and quick, unless you've got Wi-Fi problems, which sometimes happens. So if you're doing podcasting, this is cool, because if you look at the top of the actual screen, you got stuff like this here, and I can actually say where I want to put this full screen. Let's say I've got this, or I can even say my iPad or my iPhone, if it's high enough, you can actually have a second camera. Now, what you see right now is my main camera, the front one, and the back of the iPad, this one here. You see I've got a mirror. With one device, I can have the 2 image into one. I have the person I'm talking to, and I have me, and I can actually switch between that camera, like this, or turn it off. This is really powerful, and that's one. And then you have the second one is the portable one. So if you turn off that second camera on one device, and you can go to this one. And this one, if it's powerful enough or recent enough, you can also switch between the 2 camera. I can off and it's gone. Right now I'm actually touching the screen, but I could do this using this. But you don't have the control here that you have on screen of saying where you want it, and switching between the full screen and the small one, and switching between the different, like that. I become the small camera and this one becomes the main camera. So a lot of control you can have, but you don't have like the size of the small image and the size of the big. So it's really cool for live streaming. You have here where you can actually load the sound, the six you have here, you can have this window loaded. You have the microphone I said earlier, you can have reverb on this, which I don't want to use, but if you want to use reverb, I don't know why, it's there. And if you want to look better, here you go. There you got the magic touch like this. Oh, I'm a beauty now. See, I'm almost like I've been drawn. I'm not a real person anymore. If I turned it off, I'm going back to being the normal me with all my errors in my face. With my life in my face, basically. So that's it. I mean, on top of that, you have this section here. If I was actually live, I would see the live streaming and people chatting. I could actually look at the chat and react to it right away. And in that section here, that's where it's recording. Now it's in record mode, so I can just stop it. Like this. But I'm not going to do it now because I want to finish that video and explain to you. So the two options are really interesting. The Go Mixer is an everyday mixer that works with every app. So if you want an interface that is a mixer by itself, this is the way. This is the way. This is the way. Sorry, I had to do it. I'll tell you what I wish I had. I wish I had the Livecast app, but running this box. I prefer the sound of this box. I feel that the preamp sounds better on this one, and the way the mixer is better quality. That's my feeling. I might be wrong, but and the fact that you have more inputs, I find it better for my use, basically. The software though, the Livecast, I would love to pay for that and use this, because most of the features you have here on the box appears on screen. So I would have my main iPad as my main box controlling on screen, yeah, with my finger, big deal, but having better quality and having the option of mixing my synthesizer with my voice, that'd be kind of my best option between the two. But if you're doing just podcasting and stuff like that, this is pretty awesome, honestly. And if you want to do something without having to do too much editing, you know, you start your video, stop it, and then you do your own stuff, you go back to some images or sound, or hey, here's an image, whatever. You understand me. It's just a quick way. And the fact that you got two cameras, it's easy to manage, or even, as I said, one app doing the two cameras. There's not a lot of device that does that for the price. This is really affordable. So it's still sounding good, but I still prefer this one quality-wise. So I think I'm going to actually buy this one and hope that Go Livecast will work with this one day. But honestly, they're both really cool, dedicated solution for quick win and quick quality and quick result. Stay safe, make more music. See you soon. Cheers.